When was the last time a tool you trusted for years suddenly went silent in your hands while doing a simple job like this? Hello everyone. This drill has been part of my workshop for a long time. Before giving up on it, I want to see if the battery can still be fixed. I take the old battery and place it on the charger like I always do. I wait and watch, but there is no light and no sound. Nothing tells me it is charging. To be sure, I grab a newer battery and slide it into the drill. The drill starts right up and runs strong. I put that same new battery on the charger, and the charger works normally. That tells me the charger is fine, and the drill is fine. The problem is this old battery. Now, I grab my multimeter and check both batteries. I set it to voltage and touch the probes to the terminals. On the old battery, the screen shows nothing. There is no reading at all, which tells me it has no power left. Then I test the newer battery. The numbers come up right away and look normal. That confirms what I suspected. To keep things clear, I take some tape and mark the old battery as bad. I mark the newer one as good. This way, I will not mix them up later, and I know exactly which battery needs attention. I'd like to hear where you're from. Drop your city and state below so I know how far this video is reaching. Now I take 2 nail clippers and use them as simple jump connectors. I line the batteries up side by side on the bench. I connect the positive terminal of the good battery to the positive terminal of the bad one. Then I connect the negative to the negative. I make sure the metal parts touch firmly and stay in place. I do this carefully and keep my hands steady. This setup allows a small amount of power to move into the dead battery and start waking it up. While the batteries are connected, I take a small LED wire and touch it to the 2 nail clippers. The light comes on right away. That tells me electricity is flowing. I let it sit for a short moment. Then I remove the nail clippers. After that, I use the multimeter to check the bad battery again. This time, it shows voltage. That means the battery has power again. Now, I place it on the regular charger and let it charge for 2 full hours. While the battery is charging, I do not just stand around. I take an old nail clipper that has gone dull over the years. I take it apart slowly and keep the pieces I need. Then I grab a tire valve and a valve cap. I fix the valve onto the end of the nail clipper so it stays firm and straight. Next, I take a dead AA battery. I use pliers to carefully peel the metal shell open. Inside, I pull out the carbon rod. I handle it gently, so it does not crack. This part takes a little patience, but it is simple work. Everything here comes from items most people already have at home. Now I work on the carbon electrode. I take a paper towel and wipe the carbon rod until it is completely dry. Then I hold it with pliers and gently heat it with a lighter for a few seconds. This removes any moisture left inside. Next, I take a piece of electrical wire and strip both ends. One end goes through the tire valve. I slide the carbon rod into the valve so it sits tight. I press the bare copper wire against the carbon to make solid contact. I check that everything feels firm and does not move. This carbon electrode will handle heat well and carry current the right way. To finish the handle, I connect the other end of the wire to a flat washer. Then I wrap the nail clipper body with a rubber sleeve so it feels safe and comfortable in my hand. By now, the battery has finished charging. I put it back into the drill and give it a try. The drill starts right up and cuts cleanly into the wood, just like it should. Next, I remove the battery again to use it for welding. I add another wire with an alligator clip on one end and a washer on the other. I place the two washers on the battery terminals. When I touch the carbon rod to the alligator clip, I see a small spark. That tells me the setup is ready. Now I place the two wires together and hold them steady. I touch the carbon electrode to the joint for a short moment. You can see the heat build right away. The copper melts and joins together. I pull the electrode back and let it cool for a few seconds. Then I grab the wires and give them a firm tug. They stay locked together and do not come apart. This tells me the weld is solid and the tool is doing its job. Next, I place two razor blades together so they touch edge to edge. I hold them steady and touch the carbon electrode for just a moment. They bond right away. When I lift them, they stay stuck together, which shows how strong this weld really is. In the end, the drill battery works again, and the homemade welding tool does its job. Everything here came from simple items and a bit of patience. If you enjoy fixing tools instead of replacing them, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Share it with someone who still enjoys hands-on work at home.